2016 Chevy Silverado with the 5.3 liter. This is an LTZ. Just doing an oil change today. You're gonna want to get yourself a 15mm socket and come up here and crack your oil fill plug. And I like to crack the dipstick there too. Once you have that, get yourself your favorite aftermarket oil filter, high performance, and your Pennzoil, full synthetic, up in there. So for this truck you'll need 2 5-liter jugs of it, and for the love of God, quit putting 0W20 in it. Put 5W30. Your engine will love you, it'll last longer. They only put 0W20 for better fuel economy. That stuff is like water. You know, these aren't high performance race engines, so put yourself some good full synthetic 5W30 in there. So get yourself an oil drain pan. It's pretty easy. Go ahead and crawl underneath the truck here. So once you're under the truck, right about where the axle is, you're gonna come and see here. You got your, where is it? Your drain plug, 15mm socket. Right above that is your oil filter. So get your drain pan under there, get your socket, crack those both and let them drain. So I've already let the engine warm up a little bit. That'll help some of the oil drain. You're gonna want to put some gloves on, ideally. Oil always gets everywhere, no matter how hard you try. The drain plug shouldn't be torqued down very hard. I think it's like 18 or 19 foot-pounds. So if yours is cranked on there really hard, don't put it back on there super tight. They don't need to be very tight. Okay, got our drain plug out. Go ahead and wipe that down. Nothing's collected on the magnet. Old washer looks good. Just clean that up and leave it. Now, same with your oil filter. This should only be hand tight. Sometimes it's hard to get a grip on it. It's always good to have a pair of oil filter wrench. So a little slippery. There we go. This isn't ever gonna get everywhere as well. There we go. Unthread that. Let it drain into the oil pan here. Now we take our gloves off and let that drain. So while your oil's draining, you're gonna want to come and crack a new jug of oil, start filling up your filter. These things suck up quite a bit of oil. I think they take about 200 milliliters. So you're gonna want to get some oil in there first, and also take some of this fresh oil and go around your rubber O-ring and make sure that isn't dry. So we should be able to shake a little bit more of this down so it doesn't all spill out when we go and fill it up. But that should be good. We'll go check on the oil. Looks like it stopped dripping. So we'll just go over there, clean up the surface of the oil filter housing under there and wipe down the drain plug and reinstall it. Okay, so now we wipe down where the oil filter goes and where the drain plug goes. Clean up any dirty old oil you've gotten on anything. Doesn't hurt too much, it's just a free undercoating. So we don't have anything dripping from the oil filter anymore. So once we wipe that down with the rag, the mating surface looks dirty at all, make sure you clean it really well. Mine's nice and shiny, so we got no problems there. I might drop oil in my hair. Yep, it's alright. And then grab your aftermarket oil filter, high performance. Just kidding, this is just a Wix Gold, full synthetic. Just make sure if you're putting in synthetic, you get a synthetic filter. And these are pretty easy to put on. All you have to do, line it up and screw it on. It's a little harder when it's all full covered in oil, but there we go. We got it on. So you're just going to want to spin it on until it's seated, until you feel it press up against the metal. So right there. And then I usually do half of a turn. So there's a quarter. There's a quarter. You don't need to reef these things down super hard. It'll just kill the rubber O-ring there. So next up, grab your drain plug, get it all cleaned up. Make sure you check your O-ring, it's still there and in good shape. We'll wipe and clean this down and reinstall the bolt. Make sure you do not cross-thread this. Always start it by hand. Like I said before, they usually don't take that much torque to actually seat. I only go hand tight, about 20 foot-pounds, so that's good. You can always come and check again after. So we've got our new oil filter reinstalled, our drain plug back installed. Now we can go to the top of the engine and fill it up with oil. Okay, so back on top of the vehicle, open up the drain fill plug here, remove it, insert your funnel. There we go. Get it in there. How do I normally have this? I think it just, there we go, just like that. So these trucks take 7.6 liters with the filter. We put about 200 milliliters in the filter. So we're pretty well safe to throw this whole jug in. Plus another 2.5 liters. Oops. Poured it out a little too quickly there. Spillage. Case, make sure you have your towels handy. Just a little drop on the header there. That'll burn off as soon as we start it. No big deal. And once that's done draining, I think it's good, go ahead and throw in our next jug. Save these containers, you can throw your old oil in them and bring them back to crappy tire. So we're going to do this one a bit slower so we can check how much is going in. Okay, so we're going to want to put about 2.5 liters in here. So there's about 1 liter. Here's another liter. And there's 1/2. So that's good. We'll go ahead and reinstall our cap. Start the truck up, let it warm up, and then put it on level ground and check the level. You may need to top it off. So if we remove this, we can reinstall our cap. And go ahead and check the dipstick. And sometimes it's tough to see with the synthetic, especially fresh synthetic. We got a moth on the intake here. I don't know what that is. A leaf or a freaking butterfly? Okay, so we are good. Start the truck, get it off the ramps, and check the level. I am gonna get some pliers and get whatever the heck that thing is. Okay, so once you're back in your truck, start it up. Gauges, do their test. Okay, so you can see up in that corner right here, or is it up here? We've got good oil pressure. One thing you'll want to do is go to your settings with the steering wheel here, cycle through to the oil life, hit the right button, and hit reset. So that'll reset you back to 100%. So these trucks from the factory, the oil life cycle is based on the revolutions of the pistons, which is about 10,000 kilometers roughly, they set it to. So I like to change mine at 50% when it gets about 5,000 kilometers. I know all these new oils say good for 10, 15,000, but 5,000 is always good. Especially I run this truck hard. As you guys can see here, I'm now at 345,000 kilometers. So we'll do another change in 5,000, which will be a couple months. This truck gets a lot of highway miles, so we'll let her run for a minute, get a little heat in it, shut it off, let the oil settle, and check the level. And that's it for oil change on a 2016 Chevy Silverado with the 5.3 liter. So once you got your truck backed up onto the only flat piece of your property there, one neat thing, you can go to the off-road settings here and check and see if you're actually level or not. If you're on a bit of an incline, front to back, left and right. It'll also show your wheel angle. When you turn the wheel here, turn the wheel, see we got 20 degrees. So pretty neat. Yeah, there we go. So we'll shut it off, let the oil settle for a few minutes, clean up the mess, and double check the oil level.